Alright, guys, welcome back. So, I tried a project with this before. It did not end well, and I figured out why. So, first off, I drilled through and had put lights in, and then it's an aquarium box basically. And I filled up the bottom with tinfoil to give it like a bumpy texture. And then I had the resin actually seep through. It was a chaotic mess. So I have a better plan. So we are going to try executing this plan and see how things go. So yeah, building up the base with tin foil to kind of make it so it's not as deep, basically, was what I was going for. And I tried sealing it with resin, which obviously did not work well. So I have a different plan involving all that. So we're going to kind of see how this one goes. And I'm already getting paint on me. Never fails, guys. I painted this like a little while ago to let it dry while I did some other stuff, but apparently not. And I'm really just gluing it in to make it a little easier on me when I go to put stuff in. Okay, I think it's gonna be, need a bit more on the side there. Because if you're gonna do the bottom of an ocean, we all know that that's not even. Okay, so there's lots of pockets and gaps. So my plan is to roughly take the size of this box. And have a bit of a full base over everything so there's no like external gaps. In the middle for it to soak through. Because I got a better plan for the edges this time of this. So as long as the middle is covered like that, I think I should be okay. I think I'm good with the glue gun, but I'm going to leave him plugged in just in case. So then I'm just going to start putting in some chunks of the kinetic sand that I have to start filling it out. Because I do want the crazy texture as I go. just want to make sure all the tin foil is covered. All right, I've got a bit over here. Okay, so it looks like the uneven bottom of a floor. Ocean floor, water floor, whatever. So then I have some other colored rocks because basic sand is just kind of boring. So I'm going to mix these colors together with some regular kinetic sand to kind of blend them in. I'm going to spread it out as thin as I kind of can get it, and put it in the bottom and just spread it out just so I have a bit more color for sand on the bottom. All right, then, yep, that fell. All right, that fell too. Yeah. Ooh, my glue gun. Let's stand you up so you're not melting the table. So then I have little fake plants that I have. So these are going to be way too tall. So I already cut them down once, but I kind of liked how these looked in the other one. So I'm just pushing them into the sand to kind of hold their place. Because we all know fish like somewhere to hide. So they like foliage. Then I'm just cutting sections of these to make grassy pieces. And some of these ones I might have like be really tall and poke out. So okay. And before I forget, I gotta pull this tray out of my UV light base. And then I also have this box of shells. So we're gonna put a few little shells in there too, I think. If I can grab them with the tweezers. I think we should put that guy there. Maybe a little black one. There we go. All right, and don't worry, there will be fish. But what I'm gonna do now, I'm going to need a bottle of this number 2. Where did I leave it? All right. Okay. So we're going to put this on the base right now. So just on the main layer, and I typically use a paintbrush to help spread it out. And just, the goal is to just kind of coat the sand and give it the, what I like to call the protective layer. I do this on a lot of my minis to just kind of hold the sand, especially if I'm not planning, or I want to like keep the stuff with sand from moving. It's a great way to just pop everything in and keep it in one place. And kind of right now the grass here, because it's super loose, is my biggest concern. Okay. And I need a lid to set that on. I also have some little rocks that I want to drop in as well. Okay, so I'm just going to cure this real quick. Give that layer a cure. And then try my next plan and see how that goes. So I want to build up a pretty strong cure around the edges. And I'm going to do that with it tilted on its side. That's my plan. Because then there will be no seeping through the side. And because the tinfoil is all flat on the bottom, and I'm curing the top layer of sand, it shouldn't seep through everything. It should be good to go. So we're keeping our fingers crossed on this one, because I'd really like this one to turn out. Because that was a lot of resin that I kept getting bubbles, and I couldn't tell where these bubbles were coming from because I thought everything had been cured and sealed when it actually had not been. So live and learn. And sometimes projects are about trial and error. I tell my students all the time, I don't expect you to get it right all the time, I just expect you to try. So this is our trial number 2 for a resin-based one. Otherwise, I might just build little dioramas in them if it doesn't go according to plan. Oh, I want to take it, but I don't want to take it. It's the excitement of like, I want to do this, but you know if you touch it, it's going to get angry with you. It's better to let the timer run out. There we go. Okay. So you can see it's gone hard where it is. So now I'm going to angle it and work on the edges. And this is probably where I'll be using my little flashlight to make sure it's cured along the edges. But because I was talking with my dad, and he's like, well, you know, the bubbles, if it's like water, like the bubbles give it character. And I'm like, not these bubbles. These looked like when you get bubbles under sheets of ice. That's what it looked like. And I was drilling holes through the resin to try and fix and keep layering. And it was definitely not working. So, okay. So that still needs to cure harder. And you can see some of these. I'm just gonna throw it back under the big light. But it looks promising doing it this way. I say promising because I'm not going to make any guarantees. This is the whole trial and error part of life. And I did see that I spilled here, so let's just cure that to get it picked up off the table. Alright. Hey. Distraction. Okay. Should be good. I can fully cure it after. Okay, yeah, way harder. Okay, so that actually looks like it's turning out to be a pretty good plan. So now we're going to do this side. And I know this bottle is almost empty, because this was the bottle I was using last time when I was doing this. So, pop that bubble. Okay. So we'll cure it a little bit with this, and then I'll throw it back under the big light. Under the plant. Okay, throwing it back under. Okay guys, I'm going to stop this video here, and I will start off finishing the side curing, and then actually, fingers crossed, start building up the plants, or the animals in there. So stay tuned for the next video.